Hi, I'm Richard Dinges, and I'm with Siskiyou Media Council, and today I am with Audra Balick.
Right, I'm Audra with the Shasta Regional Community Foundation, and we're going to talk about North State Giving Tuesday.
Good, good. So what exactly is, let's start with the Shasta Regional Community Foundation. Can you give us a little background about that?
I can. I'm the Development and Communications Officer for the Shasta Regional Community Foundation, and I work as the staff member in Siskiyou County. So the home office is in Redding, and we are 18 years young, celebrating a 20th anniversary in 2020. A community foundation is like a savings bank for a region. We represent Shasta and Siskiyou counties at this time. We house a number of special funds that are set up by donors to specifically set up a legacy to give back to causes they care about over time, in perpetuity. So these are endowment funds, scholarship funds, and lots more that we'd love to talk more about at another time.
Great, great. What is North State Giving Tuesday? Can you give us a little background on that?
I can. North State Giving Tuesday is a 14-hour online giving campaign. Let me just say that it was established years ago by a group in New York. Giving Tuesday, you know, at the holiday time, it always happens the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. At holiday time, we have now Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and this group decided Giving Tuesday would be a great way to raise public awareness to give back to nonprofits in our region and the world.
Great.
So the Community Foundation established a way to host a giving platform on that Tuesday to benefit the nonprofits that are located in our region, most of which are smaller organizations in rural areas. And they have a hard time raising their own unrestricted funds. We know as a community foundation, we get a lot of requests for funding from these nonprofits because that's part of how the community foundation is set up to match people who care with causes that matter to them. So the nonprofits will apply for grants for specific projects from various donors of the funds, and those decisions result in money coming back into the community to support their work.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit who can participate?
Well, the Giving Tuesday event is really for donors and nonprofits. So the nonprofits are established through a application process and a registration training, and we have over 170 nonprofits this year. This is our fourth year in Giving Tuesday. Last year we had 123 nonprofits, and we raised over $1 million.
Wow. That's a lot.
Compared to our first year, which was just over 400,000. So we've doubled in 3 years. It's pretty amazing.
Very proud of yourself.
Yeah, well, it's the community, it's the nonprofits doing their work to reach out to meet and find new donors. And it's our work to help them learn how to do that and to bear the cost of this professional website platform.
Great. So where is the North State Giving Tuesday taking place?
Giving Tuesday takes place online on a computer at a website. Our website is www.northstategives.org.
So Audra, tell me about how it works.
Well, Richard, have you ever done any online shopping?
Oh, yes, I have.
It's really very similar to that. People will go to the website, northstategives.org, on Tuesday, November 27th, beginning at 6 a.m. until 8 p.m., and they will make donations to their favorite nonprofits, a minimum donation of $10, maximum of $100,000.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And much like a shopping cart, you can give to more than one organization.
Okay.
You know, what we do know from our hosting this event over the last few years is that those minimum donations, those $10 small gifts, and under $100 gifts really add up. 85% of that over $1 million last year came from smaller gifts under $100. Many of the nonprofits may also be hosting giving kiosks or parties at their office, inviting their donors to come directly to them and use their computers to make the donation.
Great.
So it's an online giving event, but it will be celebrated in lots of different ways, directly by the nonprofits and then all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We will have a hashtag North State Giving Tuesday. If you're at all savvy about using any of that, you can use that hashtag and it'll bring up all the activity surrounding North State Giving Tuesday. So you could spend a lot of time that day following 14 hours of excitement.
So can you kind of tell us, how does it work?
Yes. So we have over 170 participating nonprofits. You will go to the website, much like online shopping. You'll choose a nonprofit to donate to. You'll be able to research those by their names, by their zip code, by the category that their work is done in, for instance, animals, housing, recreation and sports. So there's lots of different ways to find nonprofits that have causes that you care about. So you will find on the nonprofits page, there'll be a donate button, and that'll take you to the donation page. At that place, you have some pre-filled out buttons with automatic donation amount, but you can select your own. There's just like kind of shopping online, you'll have a shopping cart. You'll make your selections on the donation page. You will answer a couple of questions. You will have a choice to offset the 5.85% credit card processing fee that is part of doing business online. It's actually standard with most giving days, and it's well in line with the percentage that is typical for this type of activity. So if you want to offset that for the nonprofit, you'll have an opportunity to do that on the donation page. You can also make your donation in honor of someone, and that will all be recorded. So once you hit that submit button on November 27th, that transaction will process. You will receive an email receipt probably within a few minutes. So you're going to look for an email coming from SRCF, Shasta Regional Community Foundation, on behalf of the nonprofit that you're donating to. So your receipt will come in your email from the Community Foundation. And you can keep that for your tax purposes if that works. You can check with your professional advisor about the benefits of that.
Great. Okay, so what methods of payment are accepted?
All major credit cards and debit cards are accepted, as well as e-check payments. Unfortunately, though, the personal payment platform devices such as PayPal and Venmo are not processable on this website. If you have other means to gift through IRA, your IRA plan, a rollover, or appreciated stock, we invite you to contact the Community Foundation at 530-244-1219. You can call them directly before November 27th and explore other ways if you want to make an arrangement to give to a nonprofit on Giving Tuesday.
Great. Can I make my donation over the phone?
You know, if your phone is capable for, if you have a smartphone with a web browser that allows you to make credit card donations online, you can make a donation over the phone. However, our website doesn't have text donation capabilities, and we can't take a donation over the telephone.
Audra, when do nonprofits receive their donations?
Well, the event takes place during the day. All the transactions will process on Tuesday, November 27th. We have a little bit of work to do after that. As soon as the donor makes the online contribution, the results are immediately attributed to the selected nonprofit. So your favorite nonprofits will know that Richard made a donation and how much as soon as you make it. Now, they will receive one check totaling all the donations they received on that day from the Community Foundation, minus the credit card processing fee, plus any of the incentive pool and prize money. Now, we didn't really talk about that yet, but the nonprofits that are participating, the excitement of this day, every hour between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m., we will have an hourly sponsor, generous business from our local community is donating $1,000 to a randomly drawn nonprofit. That's just one of the prize pools we have. We're giving away special prizes for what we call the Gold Star Club. These are nonprofits out of the 178 we received. These are the nonprofits who submitted a perfect application, didn't need a lot of follow-up. So we put them in a Gold Star Club, and they're going to be eligible for a random prize drawing.
Oh,
We have lots of other prizes happening, which is why you want to follow all day long. It's going to be really exciting.
that sounds like fun. So tell us why the North State Giving Tuesday is a good opportunity for communities.
Well, Richard, you and I have lived in this area for quite a while, and we know that the nonprofits are really, it's the heart and soul of our region. We wouldn't have the quality of life, environment, and resources that we have if it weren't for nonprofit organizations and their volunteers and able staff doing great work in our communities. So we wanted to find a way to get a means for those nonprofits to connect with new donors and new supporters through this Giving Tuesday campaign. And we wanted to give them a means to raise unrestricted dollars. It's kind of a nonprofit term that we hear, but a lot of times if a nonprofit has applied for a grant, it has to go to a very specific project. And they have to spell out exactly how they're going to spend that money. They have to submit reports. The Giving Tuesday is so good for the nonprofits. It raises unrestricted money. There's no complicated report to file. They're going to get a check before December 31st. They can pay their phone bill. They can sponsor an event. This is so much better than a bake sale. They're going to do really well.
Good, good. So let's give a little recap of what we've talked about today.
Each year at Thanksgiving and the week following, we have a day for giving thanks, 2 days for getting deals, and a worldwide day for giving back. Giving Tuesday. This year, that's November 27th. Shasta Regional Community Foundation invites you to give where you live by making an online donation at www.northstategives.org on Tuesday, November 27th, between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. And it will benefit over 170 nonprofits in Shasta, Siskiyou, and Tehama counties. Watch for the excitement. Over $65,000 in prizes and incentives will be awarded to nonprofits in random ways throughout the day. And those prizes are made possible by the Nodell Family Endowment Fund of the Community Foundation and very generous local businesses.
So Audra, I want to thank you for giving us a little dissertation about what Giving Tuesday is all about. And remember out there, Giving Tuesday is November 27th, and we want you to donate to your favorite cause. So thank you for being with us, and we'll be back with Audra after this event is all over with, and to talk about how successful they were. So thank you very much.
Great. Thanks for having me, Richard. And remember, give where you live on November 27th at www.northstategives.org. Thank you.